Northern California. I'm receiving the puzzle piece to some prophetic information or something I've received in the past having to do with something that relates to today. I'm looking at a video in my video archive. It's called Global Elite / Freemasons in the Final Stages of Major Event to Usher in the End. It was published on the Minister Paul channel on 3/22/17. I'm not going to be here very long, but I I was the tribulation was about ready to start, and I was entering into a mall, and inside the mall they were playing a movie, and inside the movie theater there was someone named Senator McCarthy. This dream is from 7 years ago. 7 years ago, I had a prophetic dream. Tribulation was getting ready to start, and when I went inside this mall, while I was inside, tribulation had started. So when I went in one way and came out the next, and I was in tribulation, I was carrying two swords. Inside the mall, they were playing a movie, and inside the movie, there was a guy named Senator McCarthy. Senator McCarthy. And he said, and he had a big, huge sword, and he was running up and down the aisle in a military uniform, and he said he was getting ready to bloodlet. To bloodlet. I've just found out that bloodlet is a medical term, and that Senator McCarthy is from, or was from, rather, Wisconsin. You cannot make this stuff up, from Wisconsin. So follow the bouncing ball on this a little bit. Wisconsin. There's a false flag in play. Wisconsin, have a listen. I'm going to play part of the said video that you're looking at right now from 4 years ago, an update from a dream from 7 years ago. Very carefully.
Bloodlet, that whole area. Bloodlet. Screaming he was Senator McCarthy, whom I know nothing about. Remember history? I don't even use that term, bloodlet. So, Donald Trump and Joe McCarthy. Trump confronts new McCarthyism. Rebuke of Senator John McCain. It's got some pictures of Eisenhower, another person who I've had a lot of dreams about, being in New York with Eisenhower and Trump. Eisenhower triumphed over Joe McCarthy. What is McCarthyism? House Intel Chair. Trump Russia investigates calls, almost like a McCarthyism being revisited. And I just want you to take note of two things here: Trump and Russia. So, and the reason why I started off this way is because this new revelation involves Russia, and to show you how far that these warnings go back. So last night, so that has been bothering me about Trump being compared to McCarthy, and when I had that dream involving a rapture and tribulation timeline in September 19th mentioning judgment. So I'm just putting that out there. So then last night I noticed, as I explained yesterday, was my dad's birthday, 3/21, and summer had started, and then we come to 3/22. And so before I went to bed last night, I told my wife, tomorrow's 3/22. It's 3/22. I wonder what skull and bones, the evil, wicked people in high power that Jesus warned about, I wonder what they have planned for tomorrow. I actually said that, 3/22. I'm sure other people probably thought of that too, or if you didn't, maybe you will now, that this was planned. This skull and bones, 3/22, you see that's today's date. Some saying that it has something to do with Genesis 3:22. I don't want to get all the way to the bottom of it, but you can see the members of, matter of fact, a DNA change in World War III. And almost 3 years later, it's coming to pass. And then
listen carefully.
4 dead total on the Westminster Bridge that I Googled Earth, and and this false flag. What I'm studying this and watching this closely to be considered a false flag set up by Skull and Bones members, is now ushering in the use of heavy weapons in New York. They're bringing in heavy weapons in New York. Let me vet that real quick. So first, I was warned of McCarthyism returning, and the rapture and tribulation, a DNA change in World War III. And almost 3 years later, it's coming to pass. And then I noticed that last night, and it's 11:44. Just follow this.
So now what?
That canceled after 3 explosions that authorities are calling terror attacks.
This is Brussels.
See, this is why I just have to, and I guess it's 32 degrees
Belarus and
there too,
Brussels
it's
being
32
warned.
degrees everywhere.
The
But what
Bru-
I mean, this is what I mean about this information. The more I look into it, the more that comes out. So the Brussels,
Okay.
Belgium airport attack with 3 bombs was exactly a year ago to this date. No one finds that weird because you know what we're talking about next? Brussels, Belgium. I kid you not. And
NATO.
just some little things that may seem significant.
Now watch this, because everybody here is familiar with this. Now watch this. So I go to check out this. I have 2 videos. One is January 25th, 2019. Global elite position military might for the final war. And the second one is about General Stoltenberg and Trump and Brussels and Belgium. And I was talking about how on Zapad, on the Russian drills, Zapad 2017, they were planning an invasion of Crimea via a drill and that it would go live for World War III. And so during this prophetic dream warning of this invasion of Crimea by Russia, there was a medical procedure being done by the government called bloodletting, and it changed the DNA. This is very, very deep because the symbolic man in charge I was shown was Senator McCarthy. I have just learned, here's a map of where he's from, is actually in Wisconsin. So now if you come to Wisconsin, we know we just had an event in Wisconsin. And if you come up here to this map, so this is where Senator McCarthy, the original Senator McCarthy, he was, listen to me, in a later dream, Senator McCarthy, he was in a foxhole. He was in a foxhole in New York during riots, and they were throwing rocks at him. So it turns out he is from Wisconsin. So you're looking at the area where he's from originally. The Lord was showing me something. Look up over here at 57, my age 57, Brussels. It says Brussels. I just brought this up today. And Denmark. Why is it talking about Denmark and Brussels in Wisconsin? Because this is prophecy coming true. Here is the term bloodlet right here. To let bleed, it's a medical procedure. I'm telling you, let's go to this one. Watch this. Let me show you one more thing in here. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to put Zapad. Zapad means west. I know it's shaky. I'll close. This is coming to pass. What I'm telling you, see this watchman warning, Zapad? You don't understand. You don't fully comprehend. This is coming to pass right now as I talk. Right here, Watchman warning, Zapad 2017. Russia, Belarus, NATO drill turns to war. An advanced warning given on July 14, 2017. This Zapad occurs every 4 years. This drill with Russia and Belarus and NATO, this drill occurs every 4 years. I warned about it 4 years ago, which makes it now. The next one is 2021 this year. This is a drill going live, and it was Freemasons designed this, and it's right in your face. This is world news happening right now. And it traces back to a false flag coming out of Wisconsin. That's all I can say right now. I don't know where these supposed watchmen on the wall are or what they're supposedly warning about, but here I am. Here I am, Lord, use me. Here I am, send me, Lord, I'll go. I'm going to say this again. I don't know what these supposed watchmen and watchwomen on the wall have been warning about in the past or what their excuse is for not warning now, but I see a sword coming called Zapad, which means west. And it was during the time of the tribulation starting and the church getting ready to vanish while they were doing something with the DNA using our blood. Figure it out. Shalom.